Hey everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys? I'm happy to be here with you today. We are going to be making this adorable little card. I call it Just Swinging By to Say Hi. Of course, that's what the sentiment says. But how cute are these little monkeys? I am using the Little Monkey Bundle this week, and it includes the Little Monkey stamp set and the Little Monkey Builder Punch, which you can make your own little monkeys out of there, which is really fun. But today we're going to make this card. I have also decided to use my new Nested Essentials dies, which I got brand new out of the new catalog. I'm using the smallest of this die for the label and the largest of this die for the backgrounds on the monkeys. So let's go ahead and get started, and I will show you how to make this cute card. So our base is 8.5 by 5.5, and I've scored it at 4 1/4 down the middle. And then of course we're gonna meet our corners and take care of that part. We are going to also stamp with Shaded Spruce, which is the color of this piece of cardstock, on Shaded Spruce. So we have Shaded Spruce ink, Shaded Spruce paper, and we're going to use this leaf stamp. So let's go ahead and get started. You just want to make sure you ink it nice and just start stamping a bunch of leaves. One of the factors in this set is that you want these banner pieces to have leaves all the way around them. So just like slide them in occasionally to make sure that you're gonna have, you know, leaves sticking out all the way around it. Just make sure that you don't stamp the actual die, because we don't want that, right? So see how I'm putting those two really close together, but it's not going to matter. No one's going to be able to notice that. So let's get this one now. So we're going to work on this side. So of course I want one here, because this one's going to be down here. I want one maybe this direction at the bottom. Good. Put one in the corner. And notice, like, I don't have one here. I mean, I can stamp it. It's just going to be covered. So, and then on the side, I just made sure that I had a little bit showing on all my corners, even if it's just a tiny little bit of the leaf. All right. So that should be good. You can see, again, I have a space here, but it's going to be covered up, so it doesn't matter. As long as you use one of these as your guide, you should be good. So I cut 2 of these out of Daffodil Delight cardstock, and those are going to be the base for my little monkeys. So I can go ahead and glue those down. And then I also want to stamp the smallest one of this shape, and it was cut out of Pecan Pie cardstock. I'm going to use the sentiment Just Swinging By to Say Hi, and I'm going to stamp it in Shaded Spruce on Pecan Pie. Hopefully I'm into the camera. If not, I'm sorry. It's not my intention to not be in the camera. I can't really see, and I forgot to check, but there it is. So it's on Shaded Spruce, ink on Pecan Pie. And so that's it for that color. I have a little monkey on the inside of my card. I just wanted to double check that there was no Shaded Spruce. So let's go ahead and clean our stamp. And we're going to clean our leaf as well. Now we're going to use another leaf. We're going to use this one, and those are the leaves that are around our little monkey. So we are going to stamp those in Memento Basic Black, and the monkeys and their bananas are also stamped in that. Now I've already stamped those ahead of time, but I'm going to color them for you. So we're going to do 3 leaves. All right. We'll pull the memento back out for our inside insert in a second. Here are the bananas. I've already colored those, but we have the 2 little monkeys are stamped. So this is what we have so far. We're getting our little card ready, right? We have this, this, this. Let's clean this stamp. And let's go ahead and stamp the monkey and get all the stamping parts out of the way. So on the inside, let me open to show you. I have this little tree branch coming in from the side. So I'm going to use my scrap paper and put it on the side so that I can go off the edge if I need to. I'm going to ink up my little branch. And then we're going to also ink up the monkey, but let's get our branch first. So I'm just going to make sure that it's a little bit off the edge, just like that. And that's it for the branch. Let's do our monkey. So I'm going to clean that. And our little monkey is our hanging monkey, this one that's hanging right here. So I'm gonna ink him up. So cute. These little monkeys are so cute. And he's gonna kind of hang off this end a little bit too, so I want to make sure that I have some scrap paper there. He's leaping off of that branch to try and grab another branch. You know how monkeys do. So see, his little arm is off the end. All right, let's clean and let's start our coloring. So to color, we're using our Stampin' Blend markers. I'm using Shaded Spruce in light and dark. We're also going to add a little Wink of Stella, which happens to be on back order right now or not available, but you got to add some sparkle, right? And hopefully it'll be back soon. And for those of you who have some already at home, you can use that. So we're going to use Shaded Spruce Light and Dark for the leaves. We're going to use Pecan Pie Light and Dark for the monkey. And for the inner face of the monkey, I'm using Light Crumb Cake. And then the bananas, I colored them in light Daffodil Delight, and then I went over that line in the middle with the dark Daffodil Delight. But since I've already colored those, you don't need to see me color that, but I just wanted to show you what I used. So let's start first with the monkey faces and the little ears, inner ears, in this light crumb cake. And it looks kind of dark right now, but it's going to fade as it dries. You know, it's an alcohol-based marker, so they do blend into the cardstock and they lighten as they dry. So I'm doing that part. Let's do this little monkey's ears and his little face. This one's a little bit harder because you don't want to get crumb cake in the eyeball, right? So you have to be a little bit more careful when you're coloring this little monkey's face rather than the one with the eyes closed. But they're so cute. This is going to make the cutest baby cards and just a fun card when you want to make a fun card for a friend. Doesn't have to be for kids. I know a lot of people think these sets are made for children. They don't have to be for children. I am not a child, and I love cute stamp sets. I like lots of different stamp sets, though, not just the cute ones, but I do like to get my hands on some cute ones. And this one was adorable. When we did our pre-order, before the catalog was live, this is one of the sets that I got. I was still really healing from my carpal tunnel surgery at that point, and I couldn't really do a lot of stamping. I did some, so I didn't really get to use this one until just now, but I love it, and I think it's super cute. All right, so that's it for crumb cake. Let's go ahead and get our green out of the way. So we're going to start our leaves with, whoops, I meant to do the bullet tip. The light shaded spruce. So we'll just go over all the leaves. In the light shaded spruce, and let's do these. I like to outline them so that I don't go outside the line. And what I love about our Stampin' Blends is that they are seamless. You don't see the brush lines from your coloring. So they're fantastic for these line art projects. You can also layer the color with blends, and they fade into the other color and blend seamlessly. So that's always fun. You're going to get to see me do that here. So we're now going to use the dark. We're done with the light shaded spruce. So we're going to use the dark. And again, I'm going to go over the lines here, especially near this end, and just kind of color and bring that color out. And on this one, I'm just going to pick and choose what portions of the leaf I add a little extra color to. And we'll go ahead and finish this. Okay. And then done with that, time for pumpkin pie. So for pumpkin pie, I'm going to put this here just to do the little arm, and then I'll be done. I'm using the light pumpkin pie to start. And let's get his arm. The bullet tip works good, especially for getting around these thinner parts of the monkey, because pretty much like you outlining this fills up that thin part. But I do like to outline and then fill in. But the outline is basically the size of the little monkey leg or the tail, the arm. So the bullet tip works really good for that. And then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go all the way around my squeaky marker. All right, so there is that. And I'm going to use the dark on the branch, so we'll wait until I'm done with all of my light. I'm going to do all his little arms and legs first. His tail. And then I'm going to go around and fill in his little body. He's so cute. I wanted to color with you guys today. Since these are very cartoony, I'm not going to make them look realistic in my shading. But I will add a darker pecan pie blend in a minute to this, and I'll show you. I like to do one color at a time. So I'll get all of the light pumpkin pie out of the way first. And then the dark, you've already seen me color this guy because he's on the inside also. But you can see, because the ink blends into the paper, it covers the surface a lot faster. And I think it makes coloring way quicker. And I'm all for that because it gives me more time to craft. All right, almost done. All right, so there's my monkeys. Let's add a little dark to them. So we'll start with this one. We're going to do the branch. And then we'll add some shading. So here's our dark pumpkin pie. Or not pumpkin, pecan pie. Sorry, I've probably been saying pumpkin the whole time, but I meant pecan pie. Or pecan, depends on how you say it, right? All right, so there's our branch. Now I'm going to add a little shading down this side of my monkey. I'm going to add a little bit of darker coloring just on this side. And I'm going to blend it in the body with the light pecan pie. So here we go. I'm going to blend in that color. And that helps to tie it to that piece. You can see that the shading's here and it's like more natural looking. So there is that. Let's do a little shading on this one. Start with the dark. So I'm gonna add a little shading on this side of the monkey, down his leg, and his face on this one end, and his ear. All right, maybe even his arm there. And then I'm gonna use the light pecan pie to kind of tie that in. And as it dries, it will blend nicely with our project. All right, so there's that one. Let's do this little guy. We'll add shading on this side of him. And let's do his tail, since it's also on this side. Kind of the side of his face here. All right. Blend that in. So much squeakiness today. All right. I think we're good now. All right. Let's fussy cut these little fellas out, except for this one. This is just going to go in the inside as is. I've gotten something. I don't know if it's pencil or ink. We'll see. Let me grab my sand eraser. Sometimes when you get a little bit of something on your project, sand eraser to the rescue. As long as it's just a little bit, it will kind of remove it when you have a little bit of something on there that you don't want to see. So there we go. Came out nicely. I'll link that in the description below if you guys are interested in that. I'm going to put this off to the side here. Let's fussy cut these guys out. So unfortunately, the two monkeys that I decided to use are not die cut with the punch, but the bananas I did die cut out with the punch. The punch has this banana here. There is another banana that's kind of peeled that looks like he's in the stage of eating it, that he's peeled it and he's in the stage of eating it. I wanted these bananas in their hands because I thought it would look cute as they were swinging around holding their banana. But these guys are not that hard to fussy cut. I wish, though, that we had a way to cut all of them out in a quick way. But fussy cutting it is. All right. Let's do this guy. My little hanging around monkey. So cute. What do you guys think of this this little bundle? Let me know what you think of it. And if you like these nested essential dies that I've chosen to use on the card, I think they're fantastic. It was the first thing I wanted to order when I could order whatever I wanted from the catalog. The pre-order, we had a selected group of products that we were allowed to get, and that happens every annual catalog because they're in the process of having the last chance products go out, and there's only so much room on the pick line, so they can't put everything in the catalog available because then they wouldn't be able to have the last chance products still on the pick line. There's only so much room. So we get a limited amount of products available for our pre-order when it's annual catalog time. So that was a little bit sad because I really, really wanted those nested essential dies, and you know, I didn't want to wait. Just like everybody else, I like instant gratification, which is why I love card making so much, because I feel like I get like satisfaction immediately. Move that little leg out of the way before I chop it off. I think that that's one of the fun things about making cards, is that you can get a project in like, you know, a few minutes, and it's fun, and you're like, yeah, I did that, right? All right, I got a little wonky around that tail. Let me trim that little chopped piece, and right here as well. That's one thing when you're fussy cutting, you can always go back and smooth your cuts if you have choppy cutting. There we go. All right, so now everything, oh, I forgot the leaves. One more thing, these are super fast though. No intricate tails to go around, just basically a motion around. Almost forgot about those. But they are a vital part of this project. And once I have them on the card, we're gonna add some Wink of Stella and make them sparkly leaves, which I think is fun. So we're almost done, one more leaf. I'm excited to use this project this week. We're gonna have a few little projects that are not cards, which is always fun for people, I think, to see other items besides cards. I think I wanna trim that a little bit on this side. I went a little too far out of whack. There we go. All right, so there's our leaves. Now we're ready. Let's assemble this little card. Super cute. All right, the first thing that I'm gonna do is we're gonna put these guys up there. And I'm gonna move this out of the way. We're gonna glue these pieces on. So let's grab my glue. Wet multi-purpose. It's my favorite glue because it bonds so well. All right. So let's get our card up here. And we're gonna kind of angle this in the corner, make sure that we have all of our leaves showing. That looks pretty cute. There's that guy. One more. This time, remember this one I stamped, but we didn't need it because it's going to be covered up. I just wanted to show you that it wasn't necessary to have that one. But see, these tight ones in the middle look really good together, I think. Let me lower this slightly. Yeah, I like it. All right, there's that one. Fun, fun, fun. All right, let's put our little monkey. We're going to use dimensionals, so let's see. You guys know how I am. So I will be using minis for the ears, and then edges, which I thought I had an edge, but I might have lost it. So we'll just start a new one. So the tail area is kind of skinny. You guys know I use these little thin pieces. So here we go. So I want to make sure, I left that right on the card. So the tail has the skinniest piece, but I wanted to have support so it doesn't fall off. And then I wanted to put a little bit of support on the arms and the feet. So here we go. It's really not, it doesn't take that much time to support those pieces, right? And then we're going to use our take your pick tool. You just have to really hold on to it when you remove the backs, especially these thin ones, because you don't want to rip them off. Let's throw the rest of these away, and then we'll get the big ones off. So 2 of those. I didn't use as much as I normally get crazy, but all right, so here's this one. We're gonna angle him and we're gonna give him a banana in his hand. So I'm just gonna put a dab on his hand and give him a little banana. So cute. All right, now let's put dimensionals on the back of this guy. Same thing, we're gonna use the edges and the small ones for the ears. So let's cut, we need 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll pull all 5 of those off. And we'll put 1 on the tail. 1 on each leg, and there's the other leg, and then on the arms. All right. I forgot to purge those from the last little guy. All right, so there's 1. Let's get all these skinny ones off first. They're the hardest ones to remove, so we'll do those first. All right, and on to the regular dimensionals. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we'll stick this little guy. Oh my gosh, so cute. And he's hanging off, like so, off of the piece. Let's put a banana in his hand as well. And the banana came from the punch right here. See? There it is. Oops, I can't even show you. My hands have a little bit of glue on them, I think. Let's see if I can get it to stay. There we go. There we go. Let's stick that in his hand. He's swinging with his banana. All right. So now comes the leaves. So let's flip those over. And 2 on each leaf should be fine. All right, so we're gonna put, oh, I forgot, one of them I'm gluing flat. So let's pull those off. We're gonna use those on this one. Let's transfer them. If I didn't get it stuck too good, I didn't. All right, so there's that. This one's gonna be glued flat, so let's go ahead and do that. Right here on the end. So cute. We're doing good. And let's add, I guess I'm gonna use small ones, which I don't know if I have any out. I have to open a package. I just finished my minis. I keep these on my desk because I use them so much. They are with my scrap paper. So let's go ahead and get a mini here. And a mini here. And yeah, I know I'm extra, but I'm gonna put more. You don't have to, but I'm going to. All right, So let's put our leaves behind our monkey that is hanging from the leaves, right? We got to give him the leaves to hang from. So I put this one here, covering that leg, and I wanted his tail above, so I had to make sure that I put that leaf below it, like that. Cute, right? Let's pull the backs off of these guys. Just swinging by to say hi. Make sure I'm straight. I have to hold it up a little. There we go. All right. So now we have to add our bow, and we have to glue our monkey on the inside. So let's do that first, and then we'll tie the bow. The bow, I use the Parakeet Party metallic sparkly ribbon. I love that ribbon. All right, so let's put this guy on the inside. Make sure he's even. Push, and you guys know me now. I've become a little roller. All right, so there's that. Now we got to do our ribbon. So the metallic ribbon, I don't have a length, but I'm guessing it's about 8 inches. That's usually what I use to do a bow, about this size. So I'm just, whoops. I lost my other loop. When I went to try and tie it, I dropped my loop. So you're going to make 2 rabbit ears, cross them like an X. The one that's in the front goes from the back through that loop that you made, and you're going to pull. And then I am going to keep my tails long. Okay, like that. And I just want to make sure it's nice and tight. So I'm going to pull it nice and tight, like that. Let's put our clip. I use these little mini clips on my ribbon to help keep it from unraveling. All right, so now we're going to get a mini glue dot. And I need to trim this because it's getting too long. All right, so let's get our mini glue dot. We're going to put it right on the knot, okay? And then I'm going to take all of the bow, the loops, and the little legs, and I'm going to hold it so that that knot is the most important part right there, okay? And I'm just going to tuck it right here underneath, and I can use my Take Your Pick tool to have it grab, but I'm going to slide that under my piece, and then I have the little ends kind of together like that, and I just think that's the cutest bow. If you need another dimensional or mini glue dot, not dimensional, mini glue dot under there, you can, but that's how I chose to do my bow. And now we have to add some Wink of Stella, so we're going to color on these darker portions that I colored with the dark Stampin' Blend. So we're going to add that. And then I'm going to add a little sparkle to my bananas. Give them some sparkle. Some sparkly bananas and some sparkly leaves. All right, and then the last finishing touch are these, whoops, these dots right here. They are the Glossy Dots assortment, and they do not come in shaded spruce. You have Daffodil, you have Melon Mambo, I think, Gorgeous Grape, Pool Party. And so the Pool Party ones, I used my dark, gotta find it, now I put it away. And I colored those. You can see that on the plastic sheet, I still have some green. But you want to let them dry before you touch them. And then you're going to grab your putty end of your, take your pick tool, and you're going to add your little dots wherever you want them on your project. So that's something cool that you can do with your Stampin' Blends. You can color embellishments other colors. I hope that you enjoyed watching me make this fun card, that you love this little monkey stamp set and punch bundle, and that you are interested in these nested essential dies. I adore them. Let's move this over a little bit more. All right, guys, if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Please subscribe, share my video. Tell your friends about my channel. I would love the support, and thanks for being here. If you don't get bell notifications, make sure you do that, because I do have a live every Tuesday, and I will see you here again soon. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!